everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. In today's Pick a Card reading, we are looking at your February 2025 insights. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked in the description box below. Spirit, we are looking at February 2025 insights. Can we have a card for pile number 1, please? Can we have a card for pile number 2, please? Can we have a card for pile number 3, please? Pile number 1, you have daydreaming and you have the Smoky Quartz. Pile number 2, you have awakened and you have the golden healer. Pile number 3, you have manifest and you have the green fluorite. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the Smoky Quartz crystal, and your card is daydreaming, and it's also number 22, which really stuck out to me. So it feels like you're thinking about things. I'm getting a sense that you might want to restructure things or start something new, or for some of you, even walk away from something. So I'm feeling that overall, these changes that you're wanting to make will ultimately have quite like a balancing effect in your life and will probably be quite significant. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing so far. Let's get your other cards. Okay, Spirit, we are looking at February 2025 insights for pile number 1, please. So we have total submersion. Don't be afraid to totally immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy, and you may find what your life has been lacking. So this makes a lot of sense. This is basically what I was seeing with this card, with trying to find that balance. Okay, and then here it says you may find what your life has been lacking, because when I look at this card, I feel like something's missing. Trying to fix something, change something, bring something in, do something, right? And so that's what this card is saying. And what Spirit is saying is that you're on the right track, okay? Keep pursuing this idea. Keep thinking about things. Keep thinking about how you can make this happen. What do you want to make happen? And keep moving forward with it, because it could really have a significant impact on your life in a positive sense. Okay. Oops, sorry, your cards are... Okay. So we have replacing what was lost. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Create with a new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. And remember when I said number 22 here, so you're trying to find a balance. Also with number 22, this could be very significant because that is, a power number. So whatever it is, these changes that you're trying to make, that you're thinking about, I feel like there could be something that happened, something that you feel is lacking in your life, or maybe somehow you've just kind of gained a new perspective on life and you're saying, I just want to make these changes. I want to add something in my life that brings me more excitement, or something like that. So I feel like you're on the right track with this idea, and I feel like Spirit is, kind of cheering you on because it seems like there's a part of your life that's not completely fulfilling, or that it could be better, or maybe you want to revamp something or rework something. So let's look at your other cards and see what else we can get. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? February 2025 insights. It seems like you're dissatisfied with something, the way something's going, some piece of your life. So we have orangutan, laughter, curiosity, and play. So it seems like you're definitely curious about something. You're definitely, I feel, playing different scenarios in your mind, trying to figure out what your life would look like if you bring these changes into your life. I feel like you want a sense of making things easier, making things lighter, or changing things so that you can have those things down the road. So this could be something you're looking at that is long term, and maybe you won't have exactly everything that you want right away, but you're making those plans, you're getting things lined up so that it would kind of be an easy step forward. Each step of the way it would get easier, and then you'll start to see everything kind of falling into place. So here we have mountain gorilla, reflection, respect, and inner calm. So you're definitely reflecting, right? You have daydreaming, you're thinking about things. You are gaining momentum in pursuing something, in fixing something, in replacing something, in bringing a little bit of, I'm getting kind of like playfulness to your life, some kind of fixing something. I'm really curious what your tarot cards are going to say. Okay. Oops. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? February 2025 for pile number 1. Okay. So we have the Temperance card here. So yeah, it seems like you're trying to balance things, which is the very first thing I said with your daydreaming card here. Trying to figure out a way to make things better for yourself. It's like I see you like envisioning yourself immersed in something, fixing something. It's like with the glasses here, I'm feeling like you are seeing yourself in a different position, in a different environment, with different things, maybe around different people. I feel like maybe this was something that was creating some kind of confusion in your life, or something that you couldn't quite find the answers to before now. But it's like the fog is starting to clear. Emotionally, you seem to be open to change. And I feel like there's some kind of healing on some level, some kind of fixing something that would be happening based off of these ideas that you're kind of kicking around in your mind. We have the King of Cups. So whatever it is that you will be doing, or that right now you're envisioning, it's going to be, or you want it to be bringing an emotional balance, a stability, kind of your reality reflecting what you see and what you want. So combining your vision with reality, making things tangible, making things like creating the life that you want with this particular situation, making it come to life. And I feel like you see yourself more emotionally grounded in this new situation that you are thinking about. So we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so I definitely feel like you're in the phases of thinking about things, planning things, trying to formulate a plan. And I feel like you're somebody who is a deep thinker about things. I also feel like once you put your mind to something, you're diving right in. You're not going to be looking back, wondering, did I make a mistake? Am I on the right path? I feel like when you know, and you're going to be moving forward. And I feel like you are doing kind of the legwork now, where you're developing a plan, you're researching it, you're looking at your ideas, and because you're doing all of that now, it's going to make the path ahead much easier and much smoother. Let me see, let me look at your cards real quick. Okay. There's also a different, something about a different perspective, seeing things, it's because something that was lost or yeah, that's what it is. Because of something that was lost or something that you didn't get or something that fell through, something that was formulating but never took place, that got you thinking, am I on the right path with this particular thing in my life or that particular thing in my life? And so it's kind of like shedding light on that thought process. I feel something happened recently that has made you think, maybe I should make some changes in my life. So we have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, there is something gave you a new, fresh perspective. Because you see the clouds here, you see how the clouds are dissipating, and then you have the Queen right here. I'm feeling like that's kind of the same thing that's going on here. So definitely a lot of deep thought, a lot of processing of emotions, processing your feelings, processing what happened, processing what you want to see in the future. I feel like you feel like something needs to change. You want change in your life. And I feel like you're becoming more and more motivated as the days go on throughout February. So we have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like with the Four of Pentacles, this is you trying to protect something, but also wanting to change something at the same time. So it's almost like you're thinking cautiously, but you're curious, right? Here you have curiosity, and I feel like what you're trying to do is open up to the thoughts, open up to thinking about changing things. So basically, like, you might be the type of person that doesn't really like change, that doesn't really want to rock the boat at all, but at the same time, something got you thinking, like looking at your life a little bit differently, thinking, okay, I don't know if I should necessarily keep all of these things the same, you know, all these different things in my life the same, or I'm starting to think maybe I do need to make some changes. So there's something going on with the way you think, and also kind of protecting these ideas, not really bringing them out into the open yet until you know exactly what it is that you want to do and how you're going to do it. And then I feel at that point you will present your ideas to the world. Yeah, which is exactly what we have here with the Ace of Swords. So as you can see here, there's the Ace of Swords, or the sword on this deck, and then there's a little bird, a little owl, who's coming out of the egg. So this idea that you have is being born. You're about to bring it to life. But until you are ready, until you're certain that this is the right idea, I feel that you're going to be protective of this idea. Okay? I feel like this is something that could be taking a little bit of time for you. I feel like you want these changes, but at the same time, you're wanting to reflect on things, make sure that you're taking the correct steps forward before fully immersing yourself. But I feel that once you are ready, you're going to go into that total submersion here. And I feel like you are going to be kind of like, okay, I can't keep thinking about this any longer. I need to just take action before I talk myself out of it. So I feel like it's almost going to be night and day, where you're planning, you're checking everything, making sure everything is lined up. And then one day you're like, okay, I just need to do it. I just need to do it today, because if I don't do it today, I'm never going to do it. So whatever this is, though, it's a great idea. And I think it is going to bring more balance into your life. Also kind of giving you insight into other things that you might want to switch around in your life a little bit. Here we have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it definitely seems like something happened to make you start thinking about these changes. Remember, like replacing what was lost, something that you didn't get, something that fell away, something that you thought you had but you really didn't, something like that. So I feel some of you are thinking like, life is short. I shouldn't be wasting my time doing this or doing that, or being around this person or that person. Maybe you want to just pursue a goal that you have, and you're thinking, you know what, it's now or never. I better just do it. Kind of like I was saying here, where you don't want to think about things too long, because if you do that, then, you might never take that step forward. You may never take that leap of faith. Yep, here we have the Death card. So there is something in your life, maybe one thing, maybe two things. Okay, so maybe that's it. I think I got it. So remember I said there was something that made you start thinking about things differently, or you didn't get something that you thought you were going to get, something like that. So I feel like that happened here, and because that happened, now you're thinking about maybe I should move on from this, or maybe I'm not appreciated here, so maybe I should go look for someone or something else. So, for instance, I use an example of work a lot, just because, we're all kind of familiar with that, most of us anyway. So let's say that you had a job, or you have a job, and you thought you were going to get a promotion, and then you didn't get it. It went to someone else, and you're feeling like a little disillusioned because you really thought that you were the one who was going to get that promotion, and then you didn't. And so that can be the Ten of Swords here, where you're saying, okay, maybe I'm not in the right place. Maybe it's time for me to think about getting a different job, or maybe switching careers. Maybe I'm just not supposed to be in this career anymore. And then you start to take the steps to move forward, but you would be pretty protective of these ideas until you're ready to launch them, right? Because it's like, you don't want the whole company to know that you're looking for a different job, so you're going to keep it on the down low. So that's just an example of what I'm seeing here, kind of keeping something, to yourself for now, maybe sharing with a couple people here and there, but kind of just, thinking about things, getting those wheels turning in your brain. We have the Three of Cups. So this card really takes me back to your card up here, the orangutan, which is, it's like wanting more joy in your life, more celebration, something more lighthearted. Because the energy of this daydreaming card, I'm getting an energy of something's a little bit heavy. Something is kind of weighing you down a little bit, or a situation that you're privy to, or something like that. It's just heavy. And so I feel like you want to just feel lighter. You want to be able to have a little bit more freedom, some kind of movement. So I feel like there's something about appreciating things that's coming in here. So maybe you want to be feeling more appreciative of things in your life, or you want to receive more appreciation for the work that you're doing, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. And so I feel like that is tied into this event that is a catalyst for you to start thinking about things, for you to start analyzing things. And it seems like you may have a few different ideas that you're working on, saying, okay, well, this might work, this might work. And then I'm feeling like in the month of February, you're going to come to a decision, a conclusion, saying, okay, I had all these ideas, but this is the best one. I'm going to move forward with that, because I feel like there's some sort of celebration here. That has to do with kind of like a thought process or something. So yeah, I feel like you will be coming to a conclusion or getting answers to your questions, that kind of thing, in February. Here we have the Hierophant. So yeah, I feel like things for you could be too structured right now, or too to kind of, again, I'm getting the word heavy, like there's something weighing you down a little bit, something that's like, I'm getting for some of you, you've always done things a certain way in your life, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you kind of feel bored. You feel like a sense of boredom. Even though there may be a sense of safety here, you also feel a sense of boredom. It's kind of like you want to shake things up. You want to change the rules. You want to maybe break the rules a little bit. And maybe not literally, but you know what I mean, as a figure of speech, kind of shake things up a little bit and say, you know, I don't want to be in this routine that I've been in for so long. I want to liven things up. So you might be thinking about breaking out of the norm, doing something kind of out of character for you, but something exciting, something fun, something that you feel will heal a part of you and kind of bring life back into your soul. Because I'm feeling like your soul is in need of a reboot almost. Here we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so there's definitely something that happened. Okay, so it's like you feel like time is getting away from you, or someone took something from you, or you lost something. You didn't get everything you thought you were going to get. You feel cheated, or you feel let down. You feel maybe a sense of confusion, a sense of, did that really just happen to me? kind of thing. And so again, it's like there's a sense of, I'm getting like, do I deserve this? Like, did I do something to deserve this? Kind of something made you stop and look at things and say, oh, okay, I don't know if I want to stay in this situation any longer. So definitely wanting change, wanting to walk away from something that you feel did you wrong. Yeah, it's like you feel like, ooh, that was rough. I can't believe that happened to me. I can't believe someone did that to me, or I can't believe like I walked into that situation, and saying, okay, well, I'm going to just move on then. That's the energy that I'm getting. The Seven of Pentacles, yeah. So the Seven of Pentacles really kind of embodies this card here, because you see the owl is looking up at the pentacles, and here you're kind of looking off into the distance at something or for something. So it seems like something that happened, like I've said, there's some kind of event or something that was striking on some level with the Ten of Swords that made you think, okay, perhaps I should be moving on from this situation. And then it's almost like you start reflecting back, thinking, oh, how long have I been in this situation? Have I been feeling this way for a while? And it's almost like you're realizing, okay, I've kind of been unbalanced. I've been very protective of my energy, but I didn't really even notice it. You know, for a while, I didn't really notice it. And so this has you starting to think about, yeah, I want something different. I want to make these changes in my life. And so I feel for most of February, you're thinking about things, you're processing things, and you're almost looking at other people or other situations, kind of saying, that looks better. I want that. Or how do I bring that into my life? And then I feel like, you know, toward the end of February, you're ready to fully submerge yourself into this new idea, this new plan. So that is what I'm seeing for you for February. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 2. You have the Golden Healer crystal, and your card is Awakened. When I look at this card, the energy I'm getting is that you are developing a sense of direction, a sense of self-reflection. And I feel with the lights up here, I feel like you've been awakened to something new in your life, seeing a different side of things, seeing a different side of yourself even, and wanting to move forward with this idea that you have. So this could be anything from, you know, wanting to change any aspect of your life. It could be self-improvement. It could be improving relationships with other people, your relationships at work, starting a new career, moving somewhere. You know, it could really be any life event that you can think of. But what I feel for sure is that there's a lot of growth that is waiting for you. I feel like you have a great sense of dedication, a sense of patience in moving forward with whatever this is that you are thinking about doing. Okay, so let's look at your other cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? We're looking at February 2025, please. Okay, this card wants to come out. Every step counts. There is an advantage in taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options, which is interesting because I can see you breathing deeply and fully in this position here on the mat, on the yoga mat there. So there's definitely something that you're contemplating here, changes that you want to make. But there's a great sense of, I'm going to take my time with this. I'm going to make sure I do things right. I know that this goal that I have, it's going to take a while, but I'm okay with that because I'm kind of enjoying the process. So I feel like this is something that might kind of evolve over a longer period in your life. Maybe you're wanting to make changes that are going to last like a lifetime. Changes that are really going to benefit you in the future. And I feel like you might be spending some time by yourself as well, kind of contemplating things, taking care of yourself, so self-care, things like that. Okay, so then we have leaping through the air. A plan you have made is on track. See how exciting that is? So what I'm seeing, and I'll read the rest of that in a second, but what I'm seeing for February is you having a plan and you taking steps, like you actually physically starting to move forward with this particular idea. And I feel like you have it kind of mapped out, maybe not all of it, but at least some of it is mapped out. And you're taking great care with every step that you take to make sure that this thing that you're doing like works, right? Whatever it is that you have to do, you're making sure that you're doing it correctly. Okay, if you are waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas or projects you are considering. I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. I feel like you're not in a hurry, but you're also not doing nothing. Okay, you're not just sitting there thinking, you're thinking about it. You're maybe writing things down, formulating plans. So you may be sitting here, but when you're sitting here, you're in your mind putting one and one together and seeing if that fits. If that doesn't fit, then bringing this over here and seeing if that fits. So you're definitely taking steps forward, even if they're slow steps. You're still working on something, okay, which is great. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? Air, thought, breath, and intention. Didn't you have... Yeah, look. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. Thought, breath, and intention. And this card over here, your very first card, is also an air card. So, yeah, you have some pretty interesting thoughts going on, I feel. Again, you're not in a hurry. You're waiting for the right answers before you make a move. There's excitement. There's definitely excitement, but you want to make sure you do things the right way. You don't want to just rush through something so that you can say, oh, look, I did this and I did it really quickly. No, you want to take your time. You want to say, yeah, I took the time, I did it right, and look at what I accomplished. Giant panda, innocence, gentleness, and harmony. Yeah, this really embodies the energy I'm picking up from you with innocence, gentleness. So you're genuine. Whatever this idea is, you have a genuine heart. You're truly trying to do it the right way so that you have long-lasting benefits, so that this is something that you can carry with you. I also feel like with harmony, there is a sense of like taking your time doing things because you want it to work. So not rushing through things, finding balance with things, and also finding a balance in your life as it is right now. So kind of like enjoying the process of change. Does that make sense? Feeling lighthearted kind of is the energy I'm getting about these changes that you're going to be making. It's like excited. I feel like whatever this is, you have just honest, true intentions with developing this and making it work. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? We're looking at February 2025. The sun. Yeah, so one of the people on this card is pregnant. And so I feel like that is figuratively what's going on here, where some of you may be pregnant, but what I'm seeing more is the idea of slowly developing something, slowly nurturing something, slowly getting ready to bring something to life, and enjoying the whole process, enjoying the different phases, enjoying the different steps, enjoying taking care of yourself, working on your ideas. I feel like February is about you. I feel like you're focusing on you. And not to say that you don't have other people in your life, but I feel like it's a sense of self-care, self-improvement, doing things that you want to do, things that fulfill you, okay? Also, I feel like this could be something creative. Yeah, it could be something creative, something... Yeah, it's like creative, or it's fun. It's something that you enjoy doing, something that It's kind of like when you have this idea and once you step inside the idea, you're like, oh yeah, I like that. I'm going to continue with this particular idea. So we have the Six of Wands. Okay, so Spirit says that whatever this idea is that you have, it will be well received in your life, and you should definitely pursue this idea. It's going to bring you a sense of warmth and a sense of some kind of community or something that's lacking in your life right now. These changes that you're thinking about making will enhance your life. It will bring things into your life. It will, like all this hard work that you're putting into yourself and your thoughts and your ideas is absolutely going to pay off for you. So I see a lot of success with these changes that you're making in your life. Okay, so yeah, so what I see happening is you really mapping out each step. You're patient the whole time, you know, from the start to the end, you're patient with this idea. You are taking things slowly. You're reviewing things along the way. You are looking through things. You're getting ready to implement these changes. I feel like you've done a lot of inner work, and now, like, kind of based off of that, now you're ready to do kind of outer work where you're making changes in your outside world that will kind of match up with your new inner world, like your inner healing, your inner peace. The Page of Wands, yeah, because you're about to go on a new journey. There's something that has really sparked your interest, something that you have great passion for. It's like you are, is it something creative? Because again, I get kind of a creative spark. I get an energy around something creative, something fun, something lighthearted. And what I see is that you kind of start doing this for fun, but it turns into something bigger, something that could turn into like a career or bring you into a network of people that are lifelong friends, something like that. So it's like the energy of starting something with good intentions, with pure intentions, but it's kind of just like, oh, I'm just going to do this for myself because this is what I want to do. And then all of a sudden it kind of, well, not all of a sudden, but over time, it kind of blossoms into something else. So that blossoming, I don't really see that part happening exactly in February. I mean, it could for some of you, but I feel like that's almost an unintended positive consequence that happens down the line from these ideas that you're getting in February. We have the Fool card. Yeah, this is what I've been saying, that, you know, little steps, but little steps may be big steps to you. Okay. It may be taking a leap of faith, going forward with something, but there's a great sense of freedom. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of the energy I'm getting is kind of like if somebody ever told you, oh, well, you can't do that, or you shouldn't pursue that. And then you're kind of like, oh, really? Let me show you. And I'm feeling like it's not really outward. I'm feeling like you're almost saying that both of those things to yourself. Like maybe at one point you kind of talked yourself out of doing something, and now you're like, no, I am going to do it, and I'm going to show you. Meaning you're going to prove it to yourself that you can do this, that you can pull this off. So it's very like self-empowering. And maybe that's why I'm seeing you taking your time and going through things a little bit slowly here, because because before maybe you were too afraid to take that step, to take that leap of faith. Okay, and it's interesting that you have the Fool here, and also you have innocence up here on this Panda card, because the Fool talks about innocence. Okay, it talks about that wonderment, that excitement of going after your dreams, following your heart. right? Because there's even though this is an air card, you have and you have an air card here, but you have like water, you have emotions, you know, so it's like combining your emotions and your intellect to form something that if you didn't have one, you wouldn't have the other, is kind of what I'm feeling here. We have the Lovers card. So I feel with the Lovers card, this is like ideas coming together. This is you finding that perfect balance, you feeling balanced internally. Remember when I said I talked about this at some point in time kind of blossoming into something bigger, where initially you were like, yeah, I'm gonna prove to myself that I can do this, and then you do it, but then it just blossoms and it kind of keeps growing and growing and growing. And remember I said it could be I don't remember the exact words I said, but it could be like community, right? Finding your community of people, finding really good people. So it could be that too. If you're single, if you're interested in meeting somebody, you could be meeting somebody. You could be finding your soulmate throughout this process, because I feel like you're doing a lot of internal work, like I said. And then, you know, it's kind of like the pregnant woman here, how she's pregnant and she's doing this internal work, right? Like her body is taking care of the child, is feeding the child, all of these things are going on. And then gives birth to the child, and then it just kind of expands. Like the child grows and grows and grows, gets older and older and older. And that's kind of what I'm seeing with this idea, this thing that you're doing. So along the way, you could meet lifelong friends, you could meet your soulmate. This idea could, let's just say, if it's a hobby, it could start as a hobby, but then expands into like a multi-million-dollar business. Okay, so it doesn't have to be those examples specifically, but you get the idea of this expansion that I'm talking about. So not all of this is happening in February. The main point is that because remember, you're slowly going through this. So it's like this idea that you have is evolving and developing in February, but later on it's going to expand into something much, much bigger for you. So we have the Chariot card. Yeah, this is basically what I was just saying. I feel that you've gone through some changes internally, some changes with how you think about things, how you view things, and you've decided that you want to make some changes. You want to go on kind of, what's the word? A self-discovery, kind of a self-discovery road. And then from there, it kind of branches out into other areas of your life, which is then sparking this idea. And slowly going through this, making sure that everything's lined up, making sure that you feel comfortable, and taking a deep breath and taking that leap of faith. So along the way, I feel that you're going to have some decisions to make on where you want to go. So thinking about how you want to start and then what you want to do after that. And I feel like this is going to be life-changing on multiple levels. I feel like you may be leaving some people behind. Some people will be going on this journey with you, but I feel like you've come to a point in your life where you're like, okay, I need to do this for myself. If you want to join me, you can join me. If not, then I have to move forward. So that could be friendships, that could be relationships, whatever it is. But I feel that this is going to be a very empowering journey that you're starting in February. Here we have the Seven of Swords. So something similar came up in pile number 1. I feel like there may have been something that happened, or some like thinking about things that sparked this idea that time is getting away from you, or that you're wasting your time doing something, or that what you're doing isn't fulfilling, that you maybe wasted time on somebody, maybe a relationship ended and it kind of made you feel like, you know what, I want to focus on myself. I'm going to love myself with the Lover's card here. I'm going to think about what changes I want to see in my life and focus on myself for a change. Okay. Yeah, look, you have the Hermit card. This is literally what I just said. So taking time to yourself, focusing on yourself, figuring out the next steps. And look at how similar this card is to the Awakened card here. Do you see that? The way they're both sitting, they both have their eyes closed, thinking about things, kind of cleansing your energy of things that no longer belong in your life. Feeling like with the sun rays coming in here, it's making me think of the smoke burning here. So kind of like a sense of letting go of things that no longer serve a purpose in your life, refocusing inward, refocusing on yourself instead of other people or situations that just don't work for you. Yeah, so I also get a sense of protection with you moving forward, a sense of protection and safety on your journey forward. We have the Three of Cups. Wow, there's definitely some similarities here in pile number one. So I feel that, okay. So with the Three of Cups, I feel that, like I said, certain people are not going to be on this journey with you going forward. I feel that certain people are not meant to be on this journey with you because you're up leveling. You're leveling up. You are making changes for the better. And people who are not excited for you, people who are not who haven't done that themselves or who don't understand that, I feel like they will kind of dissipate to open up the room for people who are on your same path, your same journey, your same energy level will come into your life. These people will celebrate you. They will celebrate your journey. They will understand your journey. It may not be their exact journey, but they will understand it. They will appreciate it. They will accept it. And those people in your life who do all of those things, they accept you, they appreciate you, they know you're going on this journey and they're going to support you. They're going to be right there by your side to celebrate with you. Okay. Yeah. So you're going to come up with this idea, a step forward, like a way to get started with this in February. And you should celebrate that. Spirit says you need to take some time out to celebrate that. So we have the Moon card. So I get a couple things here. I feel like you're moving away from something that may have been chaotic, something that wasn't exactly what you thought it was. And so it kind of sparked this change of thought. It changed the way you see things. What am I trying to say? It shined a light on what things really are, opposed to how you perceived things. Something was in the dark, something has been awakened within you. So this could be that just literally something was awakened within you and you're like, oh, okay, now I see the light now and I'm going to follow this path. Or someone or something could have been in your life that was, maybe you didn't understand, or something that was not on the up and up, and you realize that, you got clarity on that, and now you're moving away from that. So yeah, I also feel with this card that this new journey you're going on with the Fool card here, I feel that you don't, you're not, like you can't see the exact end at this point. And that's what I was saying earlier, that I feel it's going to expand and expand and expand into something much bigger than you originally thought. And so Spirit says that, first of all, Spirit applauds you for being brave, for having this kind of awakening and going forward. And there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of really exciting things waiting for you. So Spirit says you should be proud of yourself for making these changes and moving forward. Yeah. So here we have the Five of Pentacles. There's definitely something that happened, or like an event that happened in your life that made you feel left out in the cold, kind of like, whoa, what just happened? Or a feeling all of a sudden like within yourself, within your soul, feeling like something's missing, something's lacking, and wanting to make changes. And the thing is that the answer was always right there. Okay, the answer was within your soul, within your spirit. And what I'm seeing here, especially with the Moon card and the Five of Pentacles connected together, is that, remember I told you with the Moon card that a light was shone. Now, here I go again, trying to say it properly. There was a light that shined on something within your life. Okay. With the Five of Pentacles, you were feeling like there was something missing, or that something happened and you felt like, whoa, did that really just happen? Kind of a little unexpected, or something that made you feel off balance. And it's like when you got a different perspective on the situation, I feel like that's what's causing this awakening. So even though it was maybe stemming from something negative, or a negative perception of something, I feel that it's actually a positive, because it's leading to all of this beautiful change that you have coming up in your life. So that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like and subscribe. If you ever want to book a private reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the luck. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. You have the green fluorite, and your card is manifest. And you know, this deck has all of the elements, so it has fire, earth, air, and water. And this card is actually all of them combined. So that's very interesting. Another thing I want to point out, the cards for this pick a pile, the very first one was daydreaming, the second one was awakened, and now we have manifest. So it's almost like this progression of different phases of like where people are in different phases of like manifesting something in their lives. So yeah, it's really interesting. So anyway, so I feel that you have your idea, right? You know exactly what it is that you want to do. You have all the tools that you need, and you are manifesting in February. I feel that you are quite determined to see your ideas realized in February, or at least, you know, getting that energy out there into the world. And yeah, I feel like you're determined. I feel like you're strong, you're confident, and you're ready to go. So that's what I'm seeing so far for you. Ouch, so far for you. Sorry, I just bumped my hand. Okay, so let's get your other cards. Let's see, what else can we get for pile number 3, please? Okay, empower yourself. Tune into your personal power, which we see you've done that. Okay, you are very powerful right now. You are more than able to handle the situation facing you. Okay, you're more than able to manifest your dreams. Allow yourself to be the strong, beautiful person you are capable of being, right? And that's exactly what you're doing. Exactly what you're doing. So, allow it to flow into your life. I feel like I don't even have to tell you that because I feel that's exactly what you're doing. But yeah, I feel like you're a force right now. You are on your way to creating what you want in your life. You know, you're manifesting exactly what you want to see in your life, and I feel like that's going to be your main focus in February. Okay. Polite declaration. You can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It is time for you to get out there, claim what is yours, and stay in your power. I mean, do you see how powerful you are? I hope you do, because I feel like you know. You have empower yourself. You have this polite declaration of I'm manifesting exactly what I want and I'm going to accomplish my goals. Everything is on its way to me and I'm moving toward everything. So yeah, you are powerful right now. Things are shifting in your life. Things are happening in your life. And I feel like there's nothing that's going to stop you. There's nothing that's going to get in your way of moving forward. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? We're looking at February 2025. Shark, focus, action, and fear. Exactly. You're focused, you're taking action, and you're fearless. That's exactly what's going on. I feel like you are, okay, so I feel like you've been working on this idea for a little while. I feel like you've planned, you've checked things, and you're going forward. And if anything gets in your way, you are going to remove it from your path. That's how I feel. So, yeah, I feel if you do have any fears, I feel like you're able to easily navigate around those fears. I mean, I feel like you're so focused, you're so on point, you're so dedicated and determined that nothing's going to get in your way. With polite declaration and shark, I feel like if something did get into your way, you'd say something like, I politely ask you to remove yourself from my path. And if that situation doesn't remove itself from your path, you're going to literally remove it. So, yeah. Here we have orangutan, laughter, curiosity, and play. So I think that you're enjoying this process. I feel like you feel so empowered and so bold moving forward that you're enjoying seeing things unfold right before your eyes. Okay. You're enjoying, I just feel like you're enjoying the whole process. This is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you worked so hard to get to this point that now you're like, okay, just everything's falling into place. And I feel like sometimes it makes you laugh because there could be some events that are a little serendipitous or maybe a lot serendipitous. And you're like, look at that. Look at how everything just came together. And so I feel like there's a sense of accomplishment and joy in seeing everything kind of fall into place for you. All right. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? February 2025 insights. I mean, seriously, you have the Magician as your very first card. This is a card of manifesting. I mean, you are powerful in February, let me tell you. Okay, so you have the Manifest card here, and then you have the Magician card here. So what this is showing me is that you have everything that you need. Okay, you have everything, like all of the elements are coming together. You have all of the elements here, and then you have all of the elements here, right? So everything is coming together. Everything that you need is here. Everything has arrived. You have a handle on everything. You know how to control everything. You are ready. If you have any doubt in your mind, if you have any fear in your mind, I would go ahead and get rid of that fear because you're ready. Okay, things are about to happen. So get ready. If you're not ready, get ready because things are definitely about to happen. Okay, so here we have the Scout of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. This is exactly what I see happening. So you're focused on something that's bringing you joy, or that will bring you joy. You are enjoying the process as well, but this idea is something to celebrate. This is something to, it's something that you are going to enjoy developing. And so this is kind of what I just saw of you celebrating as you see things unfold, celebrating as you see things coming together, and really, like, there's a sense of amazement, but there's also a sense of, well, I knew it was going to happen, but now that it's happening, I'm just like really excited and really happy. So we have the Star card. This is such a good card. So this is what I've been saying. I feel like you're literally watching things unfold, okay, through February. The plans that you've put into motion, you're starting to see results from that. You're starting to see things line up and fall into place. And throughout all of this, I feel that you're still manifesting, you're still creating, you're still generating this energy. And I just get this great sense of excitement and wonderment at the same time, kind of like, oh, I knew this was going to happen, but at the same time, seeing it happen is really exciting and really empowering. The Moon card. So with the Moon card, it's really, okay, there's a couple things going on here. So I feel as things come to life, as you manifest certain things, you feel more and more certain that you are on the right path. Because I feel like when you started this journey, you had an idea and you were hopeful, you were manifesting, but on some level you weren't quite sure exactly how things were going to unfold, exactly how things were going to manifest. And you were kind of going along blindly, in a sense, figuring out things as you went along. And so I feel like now that you're seeing some results from all of this effort that you put into things, I feel like you may be getting more ideas, more of like direction. Thinking like, oh, okay, now that I can actually see things falling into place, I'm going to expand a little bit more. Okay, so there could be some kind of expansion that's going to be happening, or you're going to start to think about expanding, even though you're still manifesting. Okay, but it's kind of like these little things that are starting to trickle in. It's giving you ideas for a broader, bigger picture. Here we have the Five of Swords. So it's interesting that you have the Five of Swords here, because I feel like along the way, like I just said, you had to kind of figure things out along the way. And now that you're seeing things come to life, your manifestations come to life, I feel like you may be realizing, okay, maybe I should change things a little bit. Maybe I should leave certain things behind and add this or add that or change this. And so I feel like, are you going to face some challenges? Yeah, it's possible that you're going to face some challenges, but these challenges are going to, as long as you keep thinking about things and keep analyzing things and figuring out, how can I make these better? How can I expand, right? Because what I'm seeing here at the Five of Swords is that certain things are not going to fit in your ultimate plan, and you will want to walk away from those things and leave those things behind and reach for bigger and better things. So you may have a sense of disappointment with certain things that you realize, oh, maybe I should have done that differently, or it would have been so much better. That's okay. That's perfectly fine, because what Spirit is showing me here is that with just a little bit of effort, you could make things even bigger and better. So definitely Spirit says be open to the process as you're seeing things unfold. You know, with the Moon card, you're going to see things in a different light as you go forward. And so these are not setbacks, because you see this person is still climbing upward. So it's like, if you follow your intuition, if you go with these changes along the way, you may get a bigger, better idea. Okay. Because remember, I was talking about expanding, like there's something about you seeing things differently, or saying, oh, I could do this or add that, or, you know, whatever it is. So, so yeah, just go with the flow with that. And remember this card, empower yourself, tune into your personal power. You are more than able to handle the situation facing you. Allow yourself to be the strong, beautiful person you are capable of being. I feel that's what's happening here. You're changing things along the way. You're making things better. And it's not really taking much more time. And it's going to get you to a higher place than you would have been had you just gone forward. So here we have the Hermit card. So I feel what's happening here is that as you go along and you're manifesting, things are happening, you're seeing things trickling in, you're celebrating these things, you're seeing things from a different light, right? Because sometimes on paper looks a little bit different than it does when you actually get it into the real world. And so I'm seeing here that you're taking time. Okay, you're not rushing through things. Like this person climbing this mountain is not running up the mountain. They're taking, you know, exact steps. They're placing their hands and their feet in exact places so that they don't fall, right? And that's what I see you doing when you're changing things a little bit. Okay, this isn't that big. Look at, like, this is where this person was, and they're just coming up here, right? So it's not huge changes. So with the Hermit card, I see you taking a pause, looking at things, you know, figuring things out. Again, we have the light of the moon. So you're being divinely guided to an outcome that is the best possible outcome given this situation, given this thing that you're manifesting. So Spirit says that if you do have any hesitation, any fear that, oh no, I have to change things and that's going to take up so much of my time, Spirit says don't worry about that, because there's divine timing. It's also taking you to a much higher place. And also, the Hermit is number 9, so this isn't going to last that long, okay? Especially with these two cards combined, it's not going to last that long. It's not going to take that long. You're going to figure it out, and then you're going to be moving on to the next phase. So here we have the Backpacker of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. And so this is what I was just saying. This is kind of like new ideas, right? This is having that passion to move forward and to not give up. This is moving forward. So how do I say this? So you're still manifesting, right? You're still manifesting while you're starting to see these things taking shape and taking form. So while you're seeing that, you're still manifesting the next steps. And while you are fixing certain little things along the way, your wheels are still turning. You're still focusing on the future, on movement forward, on the next step after you fix these things here. So, your passion is alive. You are going to accomplish everything that you've set out to accomplish. And it's what I'm seeing is a balanced action. So you're moving forward. At certain times, you may want to move forward quicker, but you're taking the time to slow down to figure out problems along the way. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's interesting. What's first catching my eye with this card is that we have the Hermit, which is number 9. And remember I said you're slowing down here. You're figuring things out. It's not going to take that long. Look at how close this person is to reaching these swords up here. You're very, very close. It's like a short pause. However, that pause is leading you right into the path of great fortune. Okay. I feel that with the Wheel of Fortune, you're manifesting things to a greater level because of these certain changes that you're going to be making along the way. So I feel in February, what's going to be happening is that, like I said, you're starting to see things manifest. You're starting to see, little pieces of the puzzle come together. But then along the way, there's something that you're going to have to figure out. But I feel like you're going to figure it out before the end of the month. Then we have the Explorer of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Do you see the progression here? So you figure it out by the end of the month, right? And then what happens? The Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is abundance. This is success. This is figuring things out. This is having a plan and sticking to it. Even, sticking to it through the problems, the difficulties that arise. This is you following your passion. This is you having a good balance of moving forward quickly and pausing when you need to pause. Taking time to figure out, do I need to change anything? Do I need to fix anything? Is everything okay? There's great, great, great abundance and luxury with the Queen of Pentacles. You're on your way to making your dreams come true. Okay. So if you come upon a little difficulty or even a big difficulty, but I don't really see it being that big, don't lose faith that you're going to accomplish your goals. You are, and I don't really see you getting too flustered by this, but Spirit just wanted me to say that, one more time, to just keep the faith, keep your focus, and just try to have fun with this process. We have the Scout of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. So this is, first of all, being dedicated. Okay. This is reaching a certain level. So, okay, this is what I'm seeing. This is what Spirit is showing me. For some reason, somehow, this change that you're making here, this slight pause that you had here, kind of aligns you in a better position. It's also making you see things a little bit differently because you had to change something, you had to tweak something a little bit. So your perspective with the Wheel of Fortune and the compass here is slightly turned a little bit. And so it's like, it's not a huge change, but that little tiny change that you made kind of aligned you to see something else. So I feel like once you accomplish this, which I do feel that you're going to figure this out in February, then you're like, oh, great, I figured it out, and I'm seeing more of my manifestations coming true. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling energetic. And then I feel like what happens is a new perspective or a flash, okay? Because there's like a flash here on this camera. Can you see that? There's a little flash here. And so I feel like you're going to have a flash of inspiration, a flash of direction, and it's going to kind of spark an idea of something else that you want to manifest. Okay, saying, oh, wow, well, that turned me slightly, just a little bit in this direction. And now that I'm here, I can kind of see this other thing that I could bring into this situation. Okay, so here we have the Acrobat, which is the Hangman. And I feel with this, so I feel a pattern developing here. I feel that because of this pause, so I feel that you're manifesting, you're going forward, and then if there's a little bump in the road, you deal with it. I feel that you don't panic. You say, okay, well, this is inconvenient, but let's deal with it. Let's figure it out. And then what I see happening is, because I see something coming from this, I see you getting a new idea developing because of this, which then I see that here. So I see you working through this here, but because of that little shift that you had, then you have a new idea here. And so I see what's happening is you're sitting there thinking, oh, you know what? Things shifted a little bit and things are actually better now. And then you get this new idea here, and I see that you kind of sit and think about it for a minute. You see how it feels. You take all of these tools that you have from the manifest card and the magician card, and you sit with them like the star card, and you start to think, okay, well, can I add on to this? Can I, do this? Can I do that? How would things look if I add this? And so what I'm seeing through February is it's kind of like you're very excited about things, you're seeing things happening, but at the same time, you're very balanced in being open to changing things a little bit, or to things coming in that change your idea a little bit. And because you're so open like that, I feel that you are really on your way to gaining great things. Almost like with the star card, like manifesting even more than what you originally planned. It's like your plan turns out even better than you expected. Okay, so the Three of Swords here. What I feel with the Three of Swords is that as I've just been talking about you sitting and you thinking about things when something doesn't work, when you have this plan, this idea, and it's just not working, like you just can't make it work. I feel that you will either do what I'm about to say, or Spirit says to do what I'm about to tell you, what Spirit is telling me. Okay, so let me show you this card. So this is the Three of Swords. And do you see there's lightning on the fingernails? So what I'm getting from the Three of Swords and also the Five of Swords is that throughout February, some of your ideas may not work like you thought they would. But you're still manifesting. And how that's working is that anything that you come upon a roadblock, anything that you had your heart set on, that for one reason or another you can't make it work, that is happening for a reason. That is Spirit protecting you from a situation that would have turned out badly, or guiding you to a better situation. So what Spirit is saying here with the Three of Swords is to feel it, process it, and do what you do best, which is thinking about it, okay? Analyzing, well, why didn't that work? Is there a reason why? Is there something better that I can, exchange this for? And then move forward, because you see, it's interesting here that you have this block of cards, the Five of Swords, the Hermit. Okay, so something happens, you need to change your idea a little bit. And what Spirit says with the Five of Swords is don't dwell on it, just change it, fix it, move on. And then you have the Hermit card, which is indicating everything I just said. Identify it, change it, fix it, move on. Okay. And then you have the Hangman, and you have the Three of Swords. So it's like, okay, if a situation comes up that's out of your control, don't cry about it. Don't get upset about it, because there's a reason for that. So do the same thing you did before. Identify the problem, think about it, change it, fix it, whatever you need to do, and then move on. So that is what I see happening for you in February. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the luck.